Hello, author. Okay, welcome to the world of Pinterest, author. Pinterest is a powerful visual search engine that can help you connect with readers, promote your books, and drive traffic to your website. If you're an author looking to harness the full potential of Pinterest, well, you're in the right place. I am just looking to find us very quickly so I can support you in the chat as well. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Chris. Hope you are having a blessed day so far. So do me a favor. If you're brand new to my world, if you are new to the group, if you're new to me, go ahead and place a number 1 in the comments. I always love to just see where we're at so I can customize our conversation to you. These pop-up trainings are very intimate. And I read a quote right before I got on this live. I'm going to read it to you. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. And that's why I'm here. I always joke and I say, the Lord gifted me with marketing skills, with psychology skills, with human skills. And sometimes I wish I just had the skill to sing like Mariah Carey. But here I am. So my gift should be shared with you. So hello, Crystal. Hey, Polly. Hey, Karen. It's great to see you today. We got a lot to talk about, fam. We got a lot to talk about. So in this training, I'm going to walk you through exactly number 1, how you can start selling your books with Pinterest, even if you're a complete beginner. This group is for beginners. A lot of my trainings I do specifically for beginners, especially with Pinterest. It's a different language. It takes a while to kind of flush the social media mindset and to get into the search engine mindset. So by the end of this, my goal for you is to have a solid understanding of how to use Pinterest to create long-term evergreen traffic for your books. You ready? Are you ready? Hello, Mindy. Congratulations on becoming a new author. Way to go. I do too, Julie. Hey, Myrna. So, it's great to be here. My name is Kim Ward. I help family-focused entrepreneurs build a leveraged business so that they can maximize profits and family time. I know what it's like to choose between having to make money or getting to make money, right? And the family. I no longer have to choose. We've created our, not to be corny or cliche, life by design. And now at the age of 10 years old, our daughter Adriana is a number 1 best-selling author herself. Facebook is being a little snarky this morning, and it's not allowing me to drop comments there. So I've got my phone up. I'm going to drop that link. That goes to her book. Now, you wrote your book for a reason. You have a message, obviously, right? It doesn't matter what your book is about. You are either telling a story, which is going to help people unwind, de-stress, lower their cortisol, laugh a little bit. Maybe it's nonfiction and you've got a message like my friend Myrna, who wrote a book called Wigs, Scarves, and Lies about female hair loss. So if you're an author, I want you to drop the name of your book in the comments. I want to see it. We're going to talk about collaboration today and how and why that's so important. And I did promise you some speaking opportunities as an author, okay? Because this book needs to get into the hands of the world. So tell me the name of your book, share that with us. And I'm going to go through some Pinterest steps and give you resources along the way today. Cool? Cool. So let's dive right in. Step 1, why Pinterest? Right? We need to set up, we get to set up your Pinterest profile for success. So before you start pinning your books, right? I got a lot of books. I've got 7 books. And my daughter now has hers. It is essential to optimize your profile so that potential readers can find you and they can find your work easily. Karen said, peacefully parenting adult children and grandma's magic pillows. Myrna has got wigs, scarves, and lies. Keep coming. Tell us what your book is. So let's talk real quick. Why Pinterest? Well, number one, Pinterest is not social media. Ah, let me say it again for the algorithm crowds in the back. Pinterest is not social media. Hallelujah. So it's a visual search engine. Right now, Pinterest has 537 million monthly active readers. I'm going to ask you a very serious question. This is not rhetorical. What are the odds that 0% of those humans on Pinterest aren't interested in your book? Pretty low, right? Pretty low. So you also should know that, oh my gosh, Mindy, you and Karen should do a collab. Mindy's got Parenting with His Presence, how to partner with, I think you're missing something, but I know you're probably typing fast, to raise kingdom kids. Oh, so good. So good. I might start dancing. So with Pinterest having 537 million monthly active users, did you know every time you create a piece of content on this platform, which is called a pin, all right? I'm not going to get fancy. I'm going to try to keep this super simple for you so that you walk away with a solid understanding. Your content on Pinterest is also being found on Google. And you know what? There's over 99,000 Google searches every single second. So if that's not enough on Pinterest, we got Google, your buddy, right? Your buddy. Super cool. So how do we start this Pinterest thing? Well, if someone wants to help me, I obviously can't type in the chat right now. I don't know why. So I'm going to go back and forth between my phone and the computer. But you want to create a business account on Pinterest. So you can go to business.pinterest.com. Business.pinterest.com. That's where you're going to create your profile for success. What does that look like? I'm going to give you the steps and then we're going to look at one. Number one, just a profile picture, right? Make sure you use a high quality, professional image. Can be a selfie. Doesn't have to be shot from a photographer, but just you, not a cat, not a dog. Don't put your book as your profile picture. People want to get to know you. The more I teach about Pinterest, some people think like, cha-ching, Pinterest is just an ATM machine. Hold on. You can generate passive leads. You can generate passive income. You can grow your ecosystem. However, don't forget that these are people over here. They're not numbers. They still have to be nurtured. They still have to be spoken to in a way, right? We're going to talk about that. So make sure you're using a picture of yourself. Then you want to fill out your bio. And your bio should include a little bit about who you are. If you're building an author profile only, now hear me out. I am a Pinterest trainer. I'm a business coach. I am a digital marketing strategist, right? Being an author isn't my whole thing. Being an author is a piece of me. It's a piece of what I do. So I don't want to optimize my entire profile just to showcase the author part of me. That's where our boards come in. We can have very, very niche specific boards. So put the word new if you're new to Pinterest. If you're like, I'm just here, like, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. Put the word new so I can see how many newbies we have. And okay, so now, of course, your bio, who you are, what you're about. So you really want to answer 3 questions in your bio. Ready? Who do I help? How do I help them? And what is the action step I want them to take? Oh, Barbara, I'm so sorry. My COO is going to shoot me in the foot. I scheduled this at the same exact time as her affiliate meeting. I love you and I'm sorry and I won't do it again. So thanks for being here. 3 questions. Who do I serve? How do I serve them? And what is the next step I want them to take? So that's your bio. So and there's nothing wrong with you building a complete author's bio. Like I said, for me, I've got more tricks in my Mary Poppins bag than just my books, right? But the books got to get out there. So if that's you, say me in the comments, because I'm going to show you how to build this. But if you're building an author account, that's a-okay. Your bio might read, author of heart-pounding thrillers and empowering self-help books, helping readers escape reality and discover new worlds. Follow for book recommendations and behind-the-scenes peeks, right? You're giving them, boom, how you help them, who they are, and what's the next step. See how simple that can be. Yep. Whoa, Patty, what is up? Okay, Susie, I appreciate you being here. Mindy, you as well. And then what I love probably the most about, well, I love so many things. Ready for this? I'm going to drop some truth bombs on you. Number 1, unlike social media, your posts, your pins in this instance, they do not dissolve or get buried in the algorithm 24 to 48 hours later. What? No. When you pin, yes, the rumors are true. It is going to take you 90 days for each and every single pin to do what we call rank or index on the platform. All that means, that's fancy lingo for saying it's at its peak in the searchability. Okay, so right now we're in the month of May. What's 90 days from now? June, July, August. So right now we want to be using keywords and trends that support August. Because when you pin right now, if I'm talking about Adriana's time travel book, it's August, we're already in the back to school mindset. It's the end of summer. So we could create pins for her little book that talk about reading, summer reading, right? End of summer reading, back to school must-haves. Get this book in, your child's hand. If you need points for AR, we do that here. I don't know if you guys have AR where you are, but we can promote the heck out of this book. And then in June, what's 90 days from June? July, August, September, right? So we've got a long Labor Day weekend. Could we create pins that speak to need some Labor Day reading? We start to lean on the seasonality of 90 days out so that not only does your Pinterest pin, your content pop at the time it's supposed to, guess what happens next year? They're going to pop again. And the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. I'm already getting ahead of myself, but it's too fun talking to you about this. So with your account, we're still going back to your bio, setting up your profile for success. You can link any website that you want. Anyone here an Amazon? Do you have an Amazon author profile? I do, right? So your website could be your Amazon author profile. That's the link you could use on your bio. You could use a link tree if you wanted to. You could send them directly to a checkout cart link for your book. You could do your blog. I'm so happy, Susie, that cleared things up a little bit for you. I think when it comes to keywords, that's where people certainly get a little more tripped up. All right. So I love talking about that. So let's see what this looks like. Here we are on my profile. I've got a picture. I've got my name. I've got an about me. Does this answer the 3 questions? I'm speaking to the singular reader and I'm saying to them, hey, you're looking to build passive income without sacrificing your sanity or your family time. You're in the right place. I teach smart, stress-free affiliate marketing strategies. That's how I help them build leverage, right? that actually work. So you can stop chasing sales and start making money while living your life. So if they're not family focused, they're not my person. So that answers the first question. Who do you help? How do you help them? Well, I help them with smart, stress-free strategies that work. So get high impact marketing tips that don't require 24/7 hustle. Discover top affiliate programs and resources that fit your lifestyle, right? So does that answer how I help them? And then 3, what do you want them to do? I say hit that follow button because I'm dropping the strategies you wish you knew sooner. Spoiler alert, you do not need followers to be successful or profitable on Pinterest. Do you hear me? You do not need followers on Pinterest at all to be successful or profitable. The way that the person is searching, if they're on Pinterest, and most of them are probably going to be on their mobile device, we're gonna type something in the search engine, right? Called Pinterest. And if it's a book, let me do this. I'm gonna say best book for Christian women. Anybody who's using this terminology in their pin, in their content, boom, my algorithm just filtered. And I'm only seeing pins right now who have this keyword. Keyword. Remember that word, your keyword. That is how you're speaking to your humans in your content. So if I'm looking for the best book for Christian women, all of these should have that language in either the title or the description of the book. Now, where can we send these people? And I'm going to bounce around a little bit, so don't be scared, okay? Well, do you have a blog? Yes or yes? You can blog just like these people here are doing. So if I look all the way to the right, this pin says the 10 best Christian fiction series for women. I guarantee you on my life, if I click that pin, they're going to send me to a blog article. And guess what they're doing inside of that blog? They have probably their affiliate links or their book links, obviously. It could go to Amazon. It could go to a link like I've given you for my daughter, which takes you right to Thrivecart, right? For the Time Traveler's Adventure. So when someone buys the book from us, she autographs it, she mails it, and she sends it out to you with love. If you buy it from Amazon, then Amazon's going to send it directly. So you can send people to Amazon. You can send them to a link. If you have a link, you can send them to a link tree. You can send them to a blog. It all works. Following me so far? Very good, very good. Okay, so Mindy, who says no blog, that's okay, right? That's okay. All the other books there that weren't pointing to a blog, oh, let me go show you my bio again. Probably send us to either an Amazon link, right? A Shopify link, a digital link like I shared with you with our Thrivecart. And so right here, this is the portion where I was talking about that you can enter your website. So this doesn't have to be a traditional website. We do a big business every year and I still don't have a website. Nope. So all these little lies and limiting beliefs that people tell you that you need to be successful, it's BS. All right, let's keep it simple. You can put your Amazon author page there. You can put your link tree there. You can put your book link. You can put your blog. You can put anything you want in that space. Okay? Say yes if we're good here. And if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my phone to see your comments. Okay. So that's check 1. You've got your bio. It's set up for success. You went to business.pinterest.com, you set up your bio, you followed the instructions. Step two, we get to create Pinterest boards around your books and the topics. So listen to this. Your board is where you organize your content, and it really plays a crucial role in the Pinterest search algorithm, like we just saw. Hey, Teresa, and thank you, Karen. I want you to think of your Pinterest account like your own retail store. Can you do that for me? What I mean by that, whether it's a convenience store, whether it's a big retail chain, I don't care. You can go big and bougie. I don't care. Or you can stay mom and pop. It's all good. But what I want you to consider is that now when you create a board, that is an aisle in your store. If you ever walked into a CVS and you're like, here's the pain relief aisle, boom, I'm going there. Okay, here's the baby aisle that sells diapers and thermometers and Tylenol. I'm going down that aisle. You're not going to just mosey into an aisle that's not for you. I mean, you might to get to another one, but that's how your boards are set up. So you get to create very specific boards. It's just like a metal filing cabinet. Remember those? Maybe you still have one. The metal filing cabinet is how you organize your papers and your folders. That's your pins. Your pins, when we get there, go tucked into your board. So you get to create specific boards for either each book series, right? I've got my series right here. It's our Life by Design. Book one was how to create the life and business you've always wanted. This is an amazing compilation book. Book two is how to restore the balance of work, play, and family because they're all equally important. Book three is leverage, lifestyle, and legacy, right? They're in order. And I have amazing contributors in each of these books. So I could create a board that serves one. Hey, if you're looking to create a business, I could pin all day video, pins, right? Images about this book. I could create another board about blend, balance, harmony, or I could create for the series, or you could do all of the above. And remember what I told you. We want to look at the seasonal approaches as well, because that's really where you're going to get the longevity and the mileage out of your content. That's also what's going to help you pop year over year over year over year. It's exciting. Okay, so you can go broader. If you've got books for mystery lovers or book recommendations for thriller fans, you can have those categorized there. And you can now share your books, share your blog posts, share your videos, put anything you want in those boards. The cool thing is when we get to create your pin, you get to attach a link to every single pin you create, whether it's a video pin or what we call a static pin. And a static pin, that's a fancy term for just saying an image. It's just a graphic, it's an image. Yeah. Yep, Mindy, and I do. I didn't talk about that just because it's not relevant to this particular training, but absolutely. You can in your Pinterest account, you can connect your Instagram. So whenever you post on Instagram, it'll automatically pull over to Pinterest. So when someone clicks on that pin, it's going to reroute them to your Instagram, and you could sell from your Instagram if you wanted to. All right. So step one was to create your bio and your profile for success. Step two was to create your boards, right? And let me show you what that looks like. So we're back here. Here's all my boards. So right here, I have a board called Best Books for Family Focused Entrepreneurs. That's a newer board. I started with book one. I'll pin book two. I'll pin book three. Want to see something really cool? If your board is a broader topic, when you're inside of your board, and this training isn't to get technical, right? That's what my courses are for. I don't want to get technical and get caught up in the technicality. I want you to see the vision today. So I don't want to go clicking a lot of things and overwhelm you because it is a new conversation, it's a new language. But you can see here, when I'm inside of my board, this is my aisle called Best Books for Family Focused Entrepreneurs. And I'm going to share all kinds of books in here that I feel are great for that family focused entrepreneur. But what if we want to create a subsection? See this section? This is like the shelf inside of your aisle. So maybe you have a shelf for dads. Maybe you have a shelf for moms. Maybe you have a shelf for tweens. My girl's 10. Ah. So I could put here, book recommendations for tweens, for teens, for whatever. I could get super, super niche and granular inside of the board itself. So now when they come into your aisle, your board, they can see sections and they can say, oh, that shelf, that's for me. That shelf, okay, that's for hubby, right? Okay, is this making sense? I get very passionate when I teach about Pinterest, and my promise to you was to see the vision. Actually, let me show you. And then here's the pin. This is what a pin looks like. So this is where we're heading next. This was simply created on Canva. And you get to do this on Canva. You don't have to. You can literally take your phone, take a picture of your book, and that could be your pin. But I've been doing this a long time. This is a proven formula, and people do like to see some text on screen. So what they're seeing here is me saying, hey, discover the blueprint for a fulfilling life and business with Life by Design. And so that points them to this book. You'll notice the title here. It says Best Entrepreneurs. See how it's plural? Well, that doesn't make any sense because that's not how we talk. That's not proper English. Whoa. When we get into keywords, your English goes out the window. When people search on the internet, they're using, her name. She starts with an S. You can speak to her. So she likes to misspell things, or they're typing frantically with their thumbs, or they just don't know how to spell and they misspell things. That's okay. As the marketer, as the creator, as the author, we get to meet people where they're at. So that means I get to divorce the educated, egotistical side of myself and say, hey, I know that this is misspelled, but I'm going to do it anyway because the search volume, when I did my keyword research, were people looking for best entrepreneurs books. Oh, okay. And then I put in the Life by Design series because I want them to know it's a series. And believe it or not, Life by Design is a very, very, very highly trending keyword. So then I just speak to the singular reader. Psychology is so important. You don't want to make people feel like they're the masses of people. We want to speak directly to that person who's reading and make them feel that connection, right? And so I'm telling them, here, you can grab my book, and I'm using an Amazon link on this one. So I did disclose that I'm an Amazon affiliate, even though I'm the author or producer of this book. Even though I'm the producer of this book, I'm an Amazon affiliate. So I'm using my own affiliate link on Amazon to promote my own book. So yeah, I'm double dipping. So if they click visit site, Susie, great question. I don't think I have any books in stock. So I think you'd have to get them all on Amazon. So when they click my link, boom, it takes them right to my book on Amazon. Here's a fun tip for any of you who are Amazon associates, which is the affiliate program, or the influencer. I have the influencer program. When someone clicks on your Amazon link, they are cookied to you for a full 24 hours. So they don't have to buy the thing that they clicked on. Anything that they buy on Amazon over the next 24 hours, you're going to get credit and the commission for. Cool, right? Very, very cool. So let me see what else I have for you. Okay, let's talk about keywords for a second. Every single board needs relevant keywords. We're not going to just choose what we think we want to say on Pinterest. It'll never get found. You saw that example where it said best entrepreneurs books. We don't talk like that. But when I did my research, that's what I found. So I'm going to show you two places where you can find some keywords. Number one is Google. This is the fastest and most free. Google. So you're going to go to google.com and we can type in, best books. And I'm going to stop right there. I just typed in best books. Boom. Look what happens. When Google spits this back out at you, this predictive text, that's what's trending right now. So your best thing you could do is swipe that and you could create a board called Best Books of 2025. But if you have a niche like I do, family-focused entrepreneurs, you want to add that niche to that keyword. So now, boom, people who are searching for this keyword are going to find you, but so are your humans. Best books to read, best books of 2025 so far. Best books on Kindle Unlimited, best books of all time. If you're an affiliate, you could be sharing other people's books and get paid. You hear me, right? Not just your own books. Then we can collab. I can share your book, you can share mine. Whoa, it gets fun and exciting. So if I go to, so that's your predictive text. You can kind of swipe those things. And now I'm going to get slightly technical. Just slightly. I don't expect you to follow everything. And of course, when you come to my training, I'll have an offer for you. I'm not addicted to whether you take the offer. You get to choose. You're the boss of you, right? If it makes sense and I'm solving a problem, then the offer makes sense. So in this case, I will go a little technical just to show you how to find your keywords. We're going to click on that little Pinterest hamburger, and I want to create a campaign. Anytime we pay to play, meaning we run ads, the system wants to support us. Because if we do well, if we have a good return on investment, they're going to be happy because they know you're going to run more ads and spend more money on their platform. So the first page, when I clicked on create a campaign, we don't care about anything here. We're going to scroll to the bottom and click continue. If I'm going a little fast, you've got access to this recording. You can watch it, you can pause it, you can follow along with me. All right, I'm just being very conscientious of time. Some people may be on a lunch break. And then I'm going to click right here where it says interests and keywords. Boom, that's what we're looking for. That's the magic. So now I just want to start typing. Let me type the word book. Books, plural. There's currently over 5 million monthly views for the word books. So if I click on this, it's going to start adding all of my words on the left-hand column so that I can click, I can copy, and I can go paste them somewhere else. Maybe a Google Doc, some kind of digital notepad. Book, bookshelf, right? Bookshelves, book aesthetic. These are all millions and millions of views. Book ideas, books inspirational. You see this? We don't talk like that, but that's how people search. So by using the words books inspirational, either in your title or in your description, you have the potential to be in front of these 1 million to 2 million monthly searches. It's not hard. It's just strategic. Book inspired. Again, we don't talk like that, but that's how people are searching the keywords. Book lovers, 1 to 2 million. Book lover, books shelf. So see, I can now take this list, I can copy it, Let me see if I can paste it here. Paste. I pasted it from my phone into the comments section for you. So your job is to use those keywords in your bio, in your boards, right? In your title or your description. Bada bing, bada boom. So now you've got your account up, you've got your board or some boards created. Now you get to start pinning. Okay, pinning is how you get discovered on Pinterest, on Google. With the right strategy, it can drive tons of traffic to your book. Oh, Susie, you're so welcome. So, great, stunning pins, man. Pinterest is a visual platform. Videos dominate. Videos perform so well. So you could record some B-roll of you reading your own book and make sure you show this cover in your video. And then you could add some text or some voiceover to that B-roll. You don't have to show your face. You can record the book, right? You can just record this and show the book in your video. You can go to Canva and make some beautiful graphics like my VA has done for me, because I didn't create those beautiful things. And so you want to use high quality images of your book, of the book cover, include some text overlay, must read thriller, or get your copy now. You always want to give people that prompt, that call to action. And Canva's great. Canva can really help you design some professional looking pins very quickly because of all the great templates that they have. So what can you pin? Well, you can grab one-liners or quick quotes from your book. How about a little excerpt, right? You can grab a snippet or an excerpt from your book. What happens next? And you leave them with that cliffhanger, and then whatever the link is on your pin, you can outbound them. So like I said, is it going to a blog? Is it going to an Amazon link? Is it going to a link like I've given you for Adriana's book? Anything. You can send them anywhere, to a Facebook group. You can send them to a YouTube channel. The sky's the limit. Build your ecosystem strong. Video pins are really kind of a newer, within the last several years, feature on Pinterest. They're very, very highly engaging. So you could create a short video with a hook. You could do a book trailer, a sneak peek into your book, just a simple 30-second video of you talking about your book or reading a piece of it. One thing that I'm known for, I learned this from my coach Ray Higdon, is ILT, invest, learn, teach. So right now, I'm actually going through a book called The Sound Mind by Donnie Karpinen. Total amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm a huge mental health advocate. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So this book is about getting your mind right. 30-day journey to conquering fear and taking hold of your future. So I'm actually reading this book. I'm not reading it to my audience because it's not my place to give away his intellectual property, but I'm taking notes. I'm just taking some quick notes. You can do this with your own book. And then I'm making a video to teach my audience about what I'm learning. And guess what I'm doing? I'm linking my video, my call to action, back to my affiliate link for his book. You want a pro tip as a marketer? If you do something like this, like Susie had asked Kim, where do we get your books? If Susie bought my book, shared some things out of my book, but what if she tagged me in it? Would I want to share that out to my audience? How smart. So if you're looking to sell more of your own books, the best thing you could do is do what I'm telling you to do for your book, but also do it for someone else's. And then tag them in your pin. So even though Pinterest is not social media, you can still use the same @ symbol and you can tag me. You can tag other people on Pinterest. I'm going to see that. And you bet I'm going to share that because you're edifying me. You're promoting my book. But guess what happens? By me sharing your content, even though it's about me, my audience is now getting exposure to you. Brilliant. Brilliant. So you've got a well-optimized account. You've got boards that are optimized. Now you're creating pins. Hopefully, I've given you tons of ideas on how to create pins, whether video, whether static. Go create quote pins with Canva. Put those quotes on Pinterest and push people, drive that traffic to wherever your books are sold. And do that for other authors. So now we collaborate and we are getting cross exposure to each other's network. Oh, don't forget your call to action. Click to buy, find out more, read the rest. You just want to make sure that anyone who clicks on your pin is directed to wherever you're taking them. And like I said, that can be anywhere. And really, Pinterest is also about collaboration. So reach out to fellow authors. If you've got influencers in your genre, and just ask, hey, would you like to share pin for pin? Or you don't have to ask. You can share one of their pins. And like I said, I know if it's me, I'm going to want to share and reciprocate one of yours. And also, if you do have a blog, you could ask, you want to collaborate and contribute to each other's blog. I mean, my marketing brain is going off. This can help you expand your reach exponentially and just gain more traffic. Like I said, you do not need followers on Pinterest. So here are some thoughts, and then I promised you a speaking opportunity. I actually brought several. So selling your books on Pinterest it really is an incredible way to gain long-term exposure, right? Build an engaged community of readers and drive consistent sales. If you saw my live this morning, I was a little snarky saying my 10-year-old is getting more publicity than you. And that wasn't an ego. That was just a way to get your attention. But this girl is crushing it. She's on live radio. She's on podcasts. She's being flaunted in front of the school board, right? She's on the front page of the newspaper. It's on my kitchen table. I should have brought it in to show you. But if you got my email, you saw that. All from a book. That's why you wrote your book in the first place, to build community and for exposure. Oh my gosh. So you may have not known this. I'm going to get the link for you here. Hold on, please. Copy the link, shorten it, copy. I have an amazing podcast. Guess the name. It's called Life by Design. Broad, right? It's broad. It's all the things that are going to help our listeners create their life by design. Books. I want to help you as an author get out into the world. So I've just dropped a Google form link. If you would like to be considered to speak on our podcast, to share your story, to share your book, fill that form out. I have an overwhelming amount of responses right now, so I'm going. But if you've already filled it out, don't do it again, right? Please, one response per human. And then, oh snap, it just left. I have another one for you. Hold on, don't go. I have another one for you. Very good. So fill that out and I will be in touch to get you on our podcast. And let me tell you, I'm a marketer. So the podcast is a video podcast. It does go to YouTube. We put it in our blog. We splice it up. We put it all over social media. We put it all over Pinterest. Then the audio is all over Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. We are everywhere. Thank you, Mindy. I'm going to drop something right now. If you dipped your toes in and you enjoyed this content, you've got to scoop up my 2025 Pinterest marketing playbook. This is no joke. Hopefully you see, I'm not one that just sits here and chews at you. I'm not going to just waste your time. I was on a webinar the other day. We were 45 minutes in. The guy was so freaking bad. I took notes about how bad he is so that I could ILT a Facebook Live and say, this is why I teach and train the way that I do. The guy talked about himself the whole time. At 45 minutes in, we had zero value. Right now, we're 43 minutes in. Have you received any value today? If the answer is yes, you got to keep going. Scoop up that playbook. It's only $27. And you are going to learn everything else you need to know about Pinterest. And there's an amazing community. It's not mine, right? I don't want to be the know-it-all for you. I am, but I also want to be the conduit for you. So I'm giving you tons of resources here. This Facebook group, look at Barbara Bonds. She did come out on my podcast, and in like the first couple of days, she had like 35 leads from the podcast. It was amazing. So I'm going to drop this link to the Facebook group. It's not my group. I don't get a high five. I don't even get a thank you for inviting you to this group. But this group has 73,000 members, more than, and it's all podcasters. So, hey, if you're an introvert and you don't want to be seen, I get it. I get it. I get it. That's why Pinterest is perfect for you. You don't have to talk, you don't have to travel, you don't have to speak, you don't even have to show your face on Pinterest. But if you do want more exposure for your book, join that Facebook group, apply for my podcast, grab the $27 playbook, because here's what happens. Not only can you pin your book, right? The way I got this fly, go shoot fly, but when you're on a podcast, you can pin it. Ooh, put a pin in it. You can pin it on Pinterest. So this playbook is going to give you step-by-step instructions, offers plenty of value just for a clear path on promoting your book efficiently, effectively, right? And there's so many more resources in that playbook for you. So I just want to thank you so much for joining us. This was a hard 45 minutes to get through. Not. I could talk to you for hours. And you've got the resources. So you get to decide which lane do I go. But start your account, answer those questions in your profile, get your boards up, pin all about your books. My recommendation is to pin once per day until you get the hang of it. And then we can increase that a little bit more. But you've got my podcast, you've now got the podcasting group, and you've got the 2025 Pinterest marketing playbook for a whopping 27 bucks. Grab it. You will be so glad that you did. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate that you're letting me know that you received value. I don't like to mess around with your time and with your ecosystem, right? Life is too precious. Life is too valuable. I'm not going to be the one that wastes it. So with that being said, enjoy the group. Let me know some feedback here, and I'll see you around. We do these pop-up trainings every single week. Bye for now, my friend. Thanks for joining.